Use tax. What is that? Some kind of a tax on something you use? Some people have heard of it, but most probably have not. Use tax is a sister to the state sales tax. Most of us are familiar with sales taxes. The use tax is the same rate and essentially for the same purpose. A use tax is upon goods purchased and brought into the state for personal or business consumption or use. If your state does not have a sales tax, then it likely does not have a use tax either. Check with your state's Department of Revenue to be sure, or Google it for your state. So why am I suddenly doing a video on this mundane, obscure tax? Well, recently some states are asking about it on their individual and business tax returns. I see that this is going to be picking up momentum with other states as a way to collect on this obscure tax. Now here's a link to all the state departments of revenue, and I'll put this in the description below. Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to TaxBulldog for the best thoughts and ideas for trimming your tax debt. Now before I start, I have to make a few disclosures which are listed in the description below. Please review those as there is information you will need to know. Now in these videos, I will make references to links and resources on the web. Often I'll display them on the screen and I'll put them in the description below. If the link is lengthy, I'll just list it in the description below. So to get down to this subject, in this video I want to talk about state use taxes. A use tax is due on your purchases brought into your state when a state sales tax has not been collected on it by the seller for your state. These days, we often buy things online from sellers for our personal or business use. The sales tax was not collected on the sale, you owe a use tax to your state. Now, very few people are aware of this tax, and it is often overlooked. Consequently, it is a significant loss of revenues for the states, into the millions of dollars. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because it is something you need to know about, and because this tax season for filing 2017 returns, some states have started making use tax reporting a part of the individual and business tax returns. As time goes on, other states will start doing this also. So it's time to learn about it so you can avoid any trouble. Now, people will often buy from out-of-state sellers to avoid paying sales tax. It lessens the cost of products. Some online sellers do collect state sales taxes, but not all do. Where they don't, it is your responsibility to pay the use tax. Now, I'm not going to debate the validity of this tax. You'll need to talk to your state legislative representative. I'm only going to tell you how it works and your responsibility for it so you can avoid trouble. Now, if your purchase falls into a category subject to state sales and use tax, you are responsible to file a use tax return or report it on your personal or business return when you file with your state. Now, that depends on how your state handles it. Typically, use tax is reported and paid once a year. That depends on your state's requirements. As they say, you should not pay a dime more in taxes than you are legally required to. If you disagree with this tax, you'll need to talk with your state legislative representative. Now, some background to this is that purchases from online sellers and out-of-state vendors that avoid the sales tax is an unfair competition for your local businesses. Local business loses your trade when you buy from sources that do not collect sales tax from you. That loss of business results in a decline in your local community. That leads to higher unemployment and an economic decline in your community. That's one of the reasons why we have a Shop Your Local Small Business Week once a year. So in summary, if your state has a sales tax, they probably have a use tax also that you need to know about. The use tax is usually on the same items and services as the sales tax is. The use tax rate is usually the same as the state sales tax rate. That is your responsibility to file and pay the use tax if sales tax has not been paid on your taxable purchases. Now, here's some resources, and I'll put these in the description below. TaxBulldog.com. This is my website with many articles, documents, forms, and other information in regards to dealing with tax collection and audit issues. And I try to demystify things. /IRS Back Taxes book. This is a book that I wrote with my co-author, and it's available online at this link. TaxBulldog here on YouTube for helpful videos. So in closing, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it and you got some useful information and ideas from it, please give me a like and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. This is all I do, and I do it well. Please subscribe to see my future videos as I produce them so you can be aware of topics that may be timely and important for you at that time. Be sure to hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on any new information. Please leave your comments below. I can answer general questions here, but for specifics, please contact me at TaxBulldog.com. Thank you.